going to be drawing feminine eyes today, and if you drew the masculine eyes with me, then I'm just going to talk about a little bit of the differences before we get started. So the main difference is going to be the eyelashes. The eyelashes are going to be thicker, and the eyelashes are going to be longer and curled way up. And the bottom eyelashes are also going to be longer and thicker as well. And the eyebrows are also going to be more shaped and thinner, whereas the male eyebrows were much thicker and the eyelashes were way shorter and not curled out as much or going more down. All right, let's get started. All right, for this set of eyes, we're just going to do 3 equal sections instead of the 5, because since we're not drawing the whole entire face, we're just drawing the eyes. And make sure you're paying attention to that reference photo, starting with that horizontal line. Notice how the tear ducts go below the horizontal line, but the eye is going to end, the eye opening is going to end on the line, but the tear ducts go slightly down. All right, make sure you are really studying that reference photo so that you can put in the irises correctly. You'll notice that the irises sit on the bottom of the eye opening, and the eye creases are not very high above the eye opening, unlike that the masculine eyes that we drew before. Alright, I was starting to put in my shadows with that ebony pencil, and then I realized I really need to put in my highlights with my mechanical pencil. So don't forget your highlight shapes first before you really start working on that shading. Alright, then I'm going to use my Q-tip to pick up the ebony pencil from the outside edge of the iris and use that to start smudging in between the highlight spots and across the iris. Alright, I see that I've over shaded the white of the eye, so I'm going to use a eraser with a sharp corner to stamp out and blend out some of that darkness so that it's lighter to give it more dimension. Alright, from all that blending around the iris, you do need to go back and use your sharp pencil to make sure the edges of that iris also stay nice and sharp throughout the drawing. I still feel like the shading on the white of the eye is still way too dark, so I'm going to use my pencil eraser and try and lift out some of this darkness and get a more satisfying result. Alright, and you really need an adult's permission. You're going to need to cut with a knife or an X-Acto knife, some kind of sharp blade. You want to cut your corner of your eraser, which is going to give you this little triangle piece. And that triangle piece is going to give you really nice sharp corners to make some really nice highlights down the bottom of the iris. Alright, I feel like I overblended here, so I'm going to use that really sharp triangle eraser to take out some of that darkness. Right, so you want to see the angle that the eyebrow begins from the corner of the eye, and you want to lay your pencil down on the paper so that you can begin that eyebrow in the correct location. And just remember, whenever you're going to put down hair, make sure the skin is completely shaded underneath before you begin putting it down. Alright, eyelashes are always the hardest part. You want to make sure you're using a really nice sharp pencil or mechanical pencil, and you want to notice that of the collection of eyelash hairs, and you want to draw in those groups. So you may draw like a single hair, and then you kind of draw sort of like a triangle around it to thicken it up. So this would be eyelashes with mascara on them. Alright, when you're ready for those bottom eyelashes, make sure you're being very gentle with your brush, with your pencil mark. You'll see I'm being real gentle and kind of slowly building up the value and thickening those hairs just a little bit at a time. And then drawing the collection of hairs as I see where they come together. Don't forget to take what you've learned to apply to the other side of the face to finish your set of eyes.